Hey you guys, welcome back to P.Paige channel. Well, today, as you can see, we're going to be doing some seafood stuff, deep fried bell peppers. So what we're going to do, we're going to stuff these peppers and we're going to batter them and we're going to be deep frying them. And these are things that you're going to need. Of course, your bell peppers. We're using some ground beef, some shrimps that's clean and deveined. This is a chopped seasoning right here. This is one bell pepper, onion, and celery right here. We're going to use some crawfish tails. I usually use lump crab meat, but today I don't have any, so I'm just going to be using shrimp, our seafood shrimp and crawfish. And you're going to need your breadcrumbs. I use plain, whole milk, egg, and whatever spices that you want to use, minced garlic. So, and I'm gonna cut the peppers in half, and I'm gonna bake them for like 15 minutes so they could get a little. We don't want to bake them too long because we don't want them mushy and soft. We just want them a little soft so we can work with them better. So we're gonna bake them, cut them in half, bake them in the oven for 15 minutes on 350, and then we're gonna start cooking our ingredients for our stuffed seafood peppers. So I'll show you guys soon. So this is how we're going to do our bell pepper. We're gonna cut them in half. We're gonna clean them, take out all that. All that. That's how we're going to do it. So let's take this off. Okay. And I already cut one. So once you cut them in half and clean them, you're gonna flip them upside down in a pan, a baking pan, and so as you guys can see, these shrimps is very large, and we need bite size. So they already cleaned and deveined. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just chop them in bite sizes, little bite sizes, just like that. You can see. Just gonna chop them. Chop them up. Okay guys, we're gonna start off to cook our ground beef first. Just a little. We're gonna cook this down, and after we brown our ground meat, we're gonna add our chopped veggies. So as you guys can see, I done brown our ground beef, and now we're gonna be adding our chopped veggies, our chopped bell pepper, onion, and celery in here. Just like this. You guys, this smells so good, and I'm not even much finished cooking it, and it smells so good already. The spices. So we're gonna start off with, of course, some of my seafood seasoning. If you guys haven't checked it out, go on my website and get you some. Very delicious. Um, we're gonna use little of this. We'll use some black pepper. Okay. Some garlic powder. I say a tablespoon of each. Okay. I'm going to use a little bit of my magic. This is very good. I say delicious on beef. It's the meat magic. I hope you can see this. Let's see. Okay. It's very good on meat. I'm use a little of that. Clean this up. We've been cooking our ground beef and our onions, bell pepper, and celery. Now we're about to add our minced garlic in here. A tablespoon and a half. Okay. Cook all that up like that. So you guys, everything, our bell peppers and onions and celery and minced garlic and everything has cooked. So now we're about to add our crawfish to this. Just like that. You guys, y'all just don't know. It smells good. Yes. And if you don't want to use crawfish, you could use crab meat. Pretty much you could use any seafood that you want, that you like. Now you guys, we're about to add our shrimp, our large shrimp that we cut up. Add that in there. And also, guys, I forgot to tell you, we also going to be using, when I finish, I'm get ready to add our breadcrumbs. We're going to be using a little bit of chicken broth in there. But we're not cooking our shrimp all the way in here. We're just going to cook them till they turn pink and take them off the stove because they're going to be brown. We're just only cooking the shrimps until they turn pink. Okay, you guys, now we're about to add some breadcrumbs. We're going to add our breadcrumbs slow because you don't want to put too much in at one time and it'd be too bready. So we're just going to sprinkle a little bit in here like that. And we're going to mix it up. And if you happen to add a little too much breadcrumbs, you can always, you know, add to some chicken broth. Or always have some chicken broth on hand, so you can add it. So it's still looking some type of loose. We're gonna add a little more breadcrumbs. And we're gonna add also, we're gonna add 1 egg in here, just the whole things together. And my chicken broth. I'll put a little, about a half a cup. Okay. So I think this is good enough for me. Just like this. You can see that is good for me. So I'm gonna let this cool off for about 5 minutes so we can add our eggs. We don't want to add our egg in here right now because it's still kind of hot. So I'm gonna let this cool off for about 5 minutes. We're gonna add our egg, mix that up, and then we're gonna start stuffing our bell peppers. Okay, we didn't add our 1 egg to this. Now, stuff it. Just like that. We ain't gonna do them too full. We'll do them just like this. Okay. Stuff them. Just like this. Okay. We'll do one more on camera. Just like this. Okay. Like this. So I'm gonna finish stuffing these peppers, and I'll show y'all the next step. Okay, you guys, our bell peppers are stuffed. You see them? They stuffed. So what we're gonna do now, this is 12 bell peppers. We're not gonna batter them like this, whole like this. So this is 12 bell peppers, and I'm gonna cut them in half, and they're gonna become 24 bell peppers that I'm gonna batter and deep fry. So this is how we're gonna do it. Okay. Y'all can see. Okay. I'm gonna come right. Wait, I think y'all can see this. Put it down some more. And it's also, you guys, my rainbow knife. I have a set on my website you can get. These bad boys are beautiful and sharp. But yeah, so we're gonna cut them just like this. Okay, this how they gonna be. So we're gonna cut these bell peppers in half, and we're gonna freeze them. I normally freeze them overnight. It'd be better to handle and batter. But I'm gonna put these in the freezer for about 4 hours. And freeze them. And then I'll show you guys. And just cut straight down. Just like that. Don't worry about, some of it may come out, but that's fine. Okay guys, I done got them all cut up into the sizes I wanted. You can also you can cut these in half to make more and make them more smaller if you choose to. Okay guys, our bell pepper been in the freezer for 4 hours, so they're nice and hard to work with. So now we're about to batter them. I started off with some flour. I put a little onion powder, garlic powder, and pepper and obey in my flour. And I put 3 eggs, and I'm about to put a cup of milk with this, and we have our breadcrumbs. Start mixing this up. Just like that. Mix it together. And with our flour, we put some onion, garlic, and black pepper in here, and obey. Just gonna mix it up with our 4 crumbs. So this could get a little messy, so I'm gonna put some gloves on my hands. Flours. Like I said before, it's better to do overnight, but I only did it for 4 hours. So this is good enough for me to work with. But so we're gonna put it in the flour first, just like this. See, just like this. Then we're gonna dip it in a milk and egg. Okay, like that. And then going into the breadcrumbs. Okay, just like that. And this how it should look. We'll put that in here, and we're gonna do another one. Flour first. Okay, make sure you flour it good. Then it's going into the egg and milk. Just like that. And now the breadcrumbs. Just like that. See? Braid it. Okay. Do one more, and then for you guys, and the flour. Okay guys, now I didn't batter about 6 of them. Now we're about to drop them in the fryer. I'll put about 5 in here. Now we're about to drop them. Looking good today. Let it grow a few more. This is looking good. Yeah. Okay, you guys, they are done. They are done. So we're gonna go over here. I plate some already. And here we go. So, about to cut it and taste. Yeah. I've been waiting for this. Look at that. Look at that. Crawfish and shrimp. I'm about to taste it. Mm.